I'm in trouble. But immediately, my energy, we're back. We are freaking back. And we're fighting whatever this weird ass energy that I've had going into. We're getting ready to tap into retrograde here on the 9th. And I'm literally forcing myself out of the funk with this read because it was eating at my soul. Like, you know what? There's something missing, and I know it's missing. It's me being able to connect with you guys, and I do that often. That's just because I don't want to be putting you guys in a funk with me because energy is transferable. And I'm just like, you know what? They need me, and I need me. And if I'm available, or if I can push out of it for me, I can push out of it for them too. So welcome. Hi. We're jumping into it. Let me know once you are in here. Now, Aquas, we're doing things. I heard slow and steady. Some of you could be jumping into something new, or you could be reconciling a situation where things just need to start off a lot more slow than before. I think before there was a very rushed situation, or you were expecting someone to move fast in the sense of a relationship or letting you know what a situation was, or what were we? What are we? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of you have reached your breaking point. And we tend to reach our breaking points quarterly. Aquarius, we be like, you know what? Okay, what group, what section do you fall in? You know what I'm saying? But wow, I didn't even get to shuffle. We have understanding. Hi, Brianna. We have understanding show up, and it's probably going to be backwards because of how we are in here, but we have understanding and we have peace following. I think a lot of you are at a point where you understand that someone's just not able to give you exactly what it is you need. And maybe you guys have a good time. You know, there's definitely love there, but you just now understand that you have to let go of urging this person to be completely what you would like them to be. You'll be a lot more peaceful understanding that this person just cannot be for you at this moment. And maybe if it's meant to be, you know, should have bounced back. But I feel like you guys, someone here has done that with someone before. You've just been like, you know what? That's the way that this person is. We'll find our way back because that's just what we do. We don't need to do that anymore. Like, straight up. This season, Aqua, is your season. Not even joking. If you've come in contact with this video, it is because you are in position, or you have been tuning in with the new version of yourself. That's the best way that I can put it. You've been completely connecting with your higher self in a way that you've never done before. For many of you, I think a lot of you know and have been on your own ass in the sense of you needing to really buckle down and get shit done. There's a lot of you I can see, you know, traveling back to certain states that you may have lived in, or traveling to states that you've been just wanting to travel to. A lot of you are doing a lot more exploring. There's someone here taking solo trips, right? Just kind of looking to see that you can be in your own company. Okay, who we got in the building? Hi, thank you. Hello, welcome. Shout out to everybody in here. I'll say we have 7 people in here and I have 2 thumbs up. Can we get 5 more thumbs up in here? We need to circulate the energy. It's good energy every time you guys pull up over here. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell above, because that type of shit kind of rings a bell in me. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that I can be available to you guys and myself, because we got some shit going on as Aquarius. If you are new, because I haven't been on here in a while, I am an Aquarius as well. My birthday is February 3rd. My name is Kia Amore. And I've been on YouTube for a little over 7 years now. And, you know, my procrastinating ass. We have also a vlog channel. You guys are more than welcome to follow that in the description box below as well, of course, in any other video or this one. But right now it's about Aqua, right? And if you're not an Aquarius, but you're dealing with an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in your chart, cross watchers welcome as well. Just understand that Aquarius are going through a very, for some, traumatic change, okay? You guys are entering a space that you don't even understand. So if you're in a relationship or just broke up with somebody, right? Or looking to get into a relationship, or just kind of seeing if a relationship could work with somebody, whatever it is where you are now allowing people into this space during this time, there is going to be complete confusion and dysfunction, because what's happening for you right now is what I like to call the ripple. Okay, you are in this motion of seeing what can stay afloat, who can stay afloat with you. You just have this ability of flowing, right, in many different directions at one time, and so many people are trying to keep up with you. It does not make sense to them that you are able to be in so many different places, in like mentally and physically. They cannot believe that you have this ability to create while being under pressure. Now, this is taking me to a completely different place, because I do feel like a lot of you are under pressure. I feel like Aquarius, to whoever is going through an emotional, I'm hearing emotional distress. That's how I'm hearing it. Hi, Lavish. February 2nd. Hey, Markeisha. Hello, lovely. If you are going through an emotional situation, I'm here to comfort you. This is just acknowledgement and recognition. You are not going through the situation alone. There are a lot of people who don't understand what it is that you're going through, but I think at the end of the day, it's silent, and it should be silent for a reason. You don't have to text that person back, is what I'm hearing, okay? Picking up the phone, unnecessary. Let that person think about their actions, is what I'm hearing. They didn't mean it for some of you. But what does that mean? How many times would this person do whatever it is that they've done for somebody here? Now, you guys have meditation coming up, okay? Meditation flew the fuck out of here, because I feel like a lot of you are seeking not just for solitude, but peace. You mean it when you say, I don't want to deal with no weird shit. I'm not going to entertain or interact with bullshit. If you are not looking to level up in the situation with me, you will not bring me down with you, right? So a lot of you are pushing forward and finding out there are a lot of people who weren't being honest about who they were, who they are. Damn it. We have rebirth and bravery. So a lot of you do need to get acquainted with challenges. A lot of you do need to get acquainted with this new version of yourself. A lot of you are asking for something that you're not really ready to put a foot forward through. Now, there's someone here who definitely envies the fact that every time you say something, you make that shit happen. You are blessed to the core. Not a game. Not a game. I think that you do hold a sense of bravery, a level of bravery that a lot of people around you find to be inspiring. There's someone here who wishes that they had the ability to speak their mind like you, or the ability to just stand firm in who they are in their beliefs like you do. But what they don't know is there are other things that you feel are important to you. And it's not about being in a debate with people. It's not about having to prove a point. It's about truly being in this place of love and gratitude. And so a lot of you have been over explaining yourself. A lot of you have been pushed to make shit happen after giving a person the opportunity. There's someone here who wishes that they had another opportunity with you. I feel like you guys are always going to have someone who wishes that they could have done better. Hang it up. Hang it the fuck up. Like, energy change real quick, because you were bad a couple months ago, bad a year ago. You was, you know what I'm saying? You was, somebody here was putting that sauce all on other people, making other people think, yeah, you know, it's really like that. But the whole time somebody is ready to, I'm talking about, crawl back into your space, into your arms, into your energy, because they got treated like a dog out there. Phew. Yikes. What are we talking about? Thank you, Essence. I appreciate you. So here's what I'm going to say, Aquarius. We have a new deck. I love this deck. It's a tiny deck. But this deck is going to tell me everything I need to know about where you guys are, where you're heading. Let's try it. I don't know. This says, I don't know what this is. Can I move this? I don't know. Can I move it? Let me know if you guys see that bubble. I thought I was supposed to put a thing in here. Ask questions. Let's try it. Let's see if it works. And I'm only gonna keep it up for just a second. You guys can see it. Are you guys able to type something in there? Yes, February 3rd. We love my, hey mama. Twin. YouTube just sent me this thing. Hey King, you always late. I'm about to find a new, no, I'm not gonna be on your ass. I'm gonna slap myself on the wrist because it has been a minute since I've hopped on here. So you ain't in trouble today. Okay, get the shit off of here then. If y'all can't, if y'all can't type in there, we gonna try it again, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for trying new tricks and tips. So this is a new deck. Love this deck because it is going to specify certain signs in your life. It's also going to, of course, just give me, give me a little more insight on what I've missed with you guys. Okay, the energy is very tense. Again, I know that a lot of you are going through a difficult time trying to figure out whether or not something with someone was a waste of time specifically. I will say that there's someone who likes to waste their own time, and you would think like, it's fucking crazy. Waste your own time, but don't waste mine. But the thing about it is people do develop habits, and they carry those habits, unfortunately, into their adulthood, right? And I'm gonna be honest, adulthood is the most ghettoest hood you can ever be a part of, right? Like fucking ghetto here, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of success that comes along with what a lot of you are getting ready to experience. Now, Spirit, I want to know Spirit's like, don't ask me any questions, let me tell you. So, we have the Eight of Wands coming out in the reverse, okay? The Eight of Wands is, you know, in reference to you running into a lot of obstacles with a person or a situation. Purpose, there are delays that are taking place on purpose, right? Because I think a lot of you have been around this block before. A lot of you have been in this situation before, whatever this situation is. And I think a lot of you are being called to wait, right? A lot of you are rushing a process, whether that's moving, whether that's leaving a job, or, you know, I would say assuming a person's choice, right? You're making a lot of assumptions within your own mind, and it's causing you to feel a little crazy. For someone here, you're being asked to wait it out. Just because something is not happening in the moment that you would like it to doesn't mean that it's not happening. And this is clarity for those of you that find that, again, a situation or a person or something just isn't working out fast enough for you. Sometimes you do need to take accountability as to, damn, do I rush a lot of shit in my life? Is that why I'm missing certain signs? Is that why this isn't making sense? Maybe I'm pushing myself too quickly. So many of you have so many amazing things going on. Now, I see somebody being in school. There's somebody going through some type of study, some type of graduation. Okay, there's someone taking on new classes. There is a new branch is what I'm hearing taking place. I don't know what that means, but I will say thank you. In the midst of this, we have fire. Some of you could be dealing with, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? But either way, whether it's in your sign or you're dealing with this person, you do have the King of Swords coming out in the reverse, and you have the Star coming out in the reverse. Now, we know that the Star is you, Aqua, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, every time I hop on here, you are the age of Aquarius. You have so much shit to do this season. Quarter 4. There's so much shit that you need to accomplish in a short amount of time. And for you to think that you should wait on certain people, diabolical. Okay. There's been a lot of manipulation, okay, coming from a person here. We have air, right? So we have, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be dealing with one of them. And we have more fire, right? We have blend of the two. So I feel like fire and air, you do have someone. It's kind of like I've met my match. I feel like someone here has met their match. Like the things that you say cut deeply to this person. You know how to hit them where it hurts. You make someone feel like they don't matter, but in reality, this person makes you feel like they don't listen. The lack of communication is unbearable here. So we have a person who manipulates you into thinking that certain things are your fault, right? When in reality, they have a pattern of pushing people further and further away because they're not ready to have those difficult conversations. Now, here's what I'll say. Somebody pushed you to I'm talking about to your wit's end. I heard a rubber band pop, loud as fuck. Like, it was like loud, right? And with that comes this like sting, right? This after effect. You ever like, take a rubber band and pop yourself too hard or some shit, or you pop somebody, and it's kind of like the after effect of this situation, not really having an answer, okay? This person just really saying whatever it is that they said in the way that they said it and not really thinking about how it made you feel. But this is something that really hurt someone deeply. Or the silence in this situation is unbearable too. It's kind of like, how can you not want to talk to me? How can you not have anything to say when in reality you had so much to say, but in this moment you just don't have anything to say? Like, there's a lot of silence taking place. And it's kind of just like, okay, if you're not talking to me, then who are you talking to? Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that we need to uncover. Now, someone finds you to be too mature for them. They know for a fact that they weren't ready to be in this situation, but yet they pushed it because of how you actively gave them grace. You're constantly building people up. You're constantly building people. You're like, when you when you meet people, it's like, okay, you meet them and you're like, oh, okay, this is, we're such fucking Aquarius. We're like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? From afar, he looked like he got the moves going on, boom, boom, boom. And then you get up under me and like, what the fuck is the problem? What's happening? It's so much to uncover with the person here. A lot of love is what I'm hearing. A lot of affection, a lot of sexual attention. Sex with someone here is very, very spicy. It is very, very intimate. It is kind of like this person is used to seducing you through physical touch, right? Whether that's putting a hand on your thigh, grabbing the back of your neck, pulling your hair. Like, this person finds slight sexual aggression to be what wills you in. And for some of y'all be falling right in the trap, honey. You be falling right in the trap. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of you have had that wake-up call. If we're to fast forward, a lot of you have gotten out of the space of being in your physical space of attraction, but needing more mental attraction with this person. And I think this person really tried to shit on you before. So it kind of comes down to respect. No, it comes down to respect. You guys have the 3 of Swords coming through. The answer being no for someone here. I don't know what that means, but the answer is no. Whatever it is that's on your mind, I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. But Spirit is saying no. Now, we do have a person who's going through heartache. I know, okay? You're going through a lot of pain through this breakup because a lot of you were really just trying to unfold the best way that you could. I think a lot of you held on for a really, really long time during this person's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot to stick around and just take the jabs from someone else's past, or have to deal with the emotional damage that a person is going through because of their dysfunction from another relationship or through another situation. And so a lot of you held on to this idea of things getting better, when in reality, because this person has a hard time communicating and talking, you now find that you're putting more effort into everything, right? Like communication, emotional connection, availability, being time. A lot of you have already given that. And so I will say you have to accept your loss. I think a lot of you are in this place of accepting your loss, releasing pain and moving on, leaving the past behind you. Being able to really sit there and say, you know what, no, I was cool. I did everything that I needed to do. Now there's a lot of envy, and I don't know why, but immediately in the midst of that, I have fucked up friends. When Spirit tells me certain things, Spirit just be like, you know what, go ahead and just spill that to them, because someone needs to pay attention to someone here. Someone needs to understand that someone does not have great intentions when it comes to them. There's a lot of chatter going on in a workspace or in a work setting. Okay, there's someone who definitely, again, is inspired by you, but has a hard time facing you face to face and kind of letting you know what it is that they feel. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? I will say be mindful of the conversations that you're having around certain people and the comments that you may make regarding someone with someone else, because this person does straddle the fence. Doesn't just have to be in a work setting. I feel like this could be a family member or just a close friend that you consider to be a family member, but someone here isn't telling the truth in a situation. Now, Essence, what are we talking about? Hi, Jess. That was a lot of energy, because I feel like, let's be honest and let's talk about it. I want to see in the comments. I'm gonna start interacting more in here, but we can be honest and say you have, especially within the last couple of months, raise your hand in the comments if you have overextended yourself in situations you knew you had no business being a part of anyway. You've allowed someone to sway you into helping them, right? And it's not that you wouldn't, but I just think that a lot of times when you do this, you're being taken for granted, and people tend to think that you're blind. You turn a blind eye to the ignorance, right? Like people trying to fuck you over even more than they fucked you over in the beginning. And it's not that Aquarius doesn't notice. We notice every fucking thing. We notice when you're shady as shit. We notice when you are lying. We notice when you're telling the truth, and we notice when you're genuine versus full of shit. So even though we don't say these things, we are still in position to feel what it is that you come with. I feel like a lot of you let a certain situation slide. I think a lot of you have let people think like they just had the one up on you. And the funny thing is, in this book, people hate this book. I literally went live, and a lot of people were like, oh my God, you know, Key, that book is like, I was a little upset when you posted that book. And I'm like, it's crazy that we're talking about knowing shit and not saying shit and just letting people show you who they are without having to force them, because that's exactly what the first law is. Do not try to overrule your master. You, Aquarius, you do not have to force yourself to be at the top of the tier, babe. You're just there. And people hate that you're already there. People hate that you come with such motion. You know what I'm saying? And so when we entertain such low vibrational people, we definitely lower ourselves within that tier, right? Every time you entertain some bullshit, or you acknowledge, you know, the side chick, or, you know, the fucked up cousin, or the neglecting, you know, parents, whenever you entertain something of such low vibration, you now allow yourself to be sucked into that same space. You're always here. And so there's always those around you that will try to force themselves up to. Some people are, I'm talking about after nothing but your energy. Nothing but your energy. Nothing. You don't want nothing else from me. You don't want a hug. You don't want positive, you know, positive feedback. You don't want affirmations. You don't want good good conversation, communication. You don't want a genuine relationship. You just want my fucking energy. You just want to drain me of something that I possess on a daily, even when I'm going through shit. You want that from me. honey, I'm only surrounding myself with people who want to feel the way that I want to feel. I want to feel genuine love. I want to feel true connections, and I want to be able to receive what it is that I'm giving. You know immediately, Aquarius, and you let someone here stay longer than they should have. Overextended stay. This is not a fucking hotel. You are not going to, you're just not going to overextend your stay with me. Now, we have the Four of Cups coming through, water elements. Now, a lot of you could be dealing with the Pisces. First thing that comes to mind is Pisces, right? I will say, there's someone who feels disengaged. There's a lot of disengagement with the Four of Cups, okay? There's someone who, you know, I'm hearing did they pimping? Whatever the fuck that means, right? There's someone who has been playing this macho role, right? Who thought that they could do this thing without you and realize very soon that they cannot. Now, Aqua, we know that you are the epitome of romance, okay? Sure did. Their stay has definitely ended, thank God. We know that you are the epitome of love, okay? You possess something that is just magnetic, and you're always going to be able to apply yourself wherever you go. If you were to go out to a fucking football game or a basketball game or to have lunch and dinner by yourself, you are never alone because you have the eyes and the ears and the energy of those around you at all times. High compliments, right? And I mean compliments that are so genuine and pure, right? Your ability to walk into rooms this season, going into this next year, is going to be magical. A lot of you are getting ready to encounter connections with people of high status, right? And I think many of you are able to show your creativity in these spaces naturally because just being you is enough. Now, being taken for granted is going to happen. Being taken for granted is going to happen. There's someone here who thought you were playing. They thought that you was, honey, bluffing. You know what I'm saying? When I say sis, push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Yeah, that's how I've been pushed. Okay? But there's a win. And that's what I want you to know. So the win is when you realize certain things in certain situations, certain relationships had to end for a reason and a purpose. There was someone taking advantage of the light that you provided when they were just dim as hell. There was a person who, again, was feeding off of an energy that you naturally possessed, and they used it as fuel for them. They ran with the things that you taught them. They ran with the ideas that you gave them. You actually put them in position to see life from a different perspective. For a lot of you, that is physical, right? Where you've maybe taken them out of their comfort zone, traveled with this person, kind of introduced them to a lifestyle of simplicity but luxury, right? Meeting both of those things at once was very new for this person. How could you be so naturally available to receive all of this attention and be able to do such dope ass things without having to overexert yourself? You are too fucking much for people, Aqua. You are too much, and it's unfortunate that people are envious of you and they don't know how to be genuine, because I feel like had many people just been honest with you, had someone just been real about a situation, you probably would have stuck it out with them. You probably would have been able to see past, you know, the silly shit, and you guys could have probably compromised. Now, again, with the Four of Swords, this is about positivity, right? This is rest and seclusion. What the fuck was that? Crazy. Y'all see me jump? That was spirit. No, we neglect and we rebuke. As soon as I said positivity, like passive aggressive energy, someone couldn't stand that shit. Y'all caught that in real fucking time. And I don't know if y'all could hear that, but that shit was crazy. It's crazy because I'm really, really high and the windows are always open. So there's nothing up here. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that shit felt like it sounded like a knock. Now, someone could be approaching you. Someone could be coming back to the city or, again, just wanting to take you out. There is a physical knock at the door. And this is someone, I think, who is trying to cause some type of disruption to your silent spirit, okay, is all about signs, okay? Spirit is all about awakening, okay? That shit was very startling. But one thing you can't do is shake me up for too fucking long. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Now, I will say that shit was crazy. The fuck? Don't you be playing with me. We don't play them type of games. I'll get to saging real quick. What? Spirit, what is it that my Aquarius needs to understand in this moment? We're flowing with today's energy. Because some amazing shit is getting ready to happen for you, Aquarius. I feel like it's always a scenario or a situation where someone doesn't take you seriously, right? They hear you, they fuck with you, they believe you, they see you getting shit done, but people make their own perception about you, and it really just kind of, it's a damper for them. It's kind of like a fucked up moment for them because they ruin the connection before the connection can ever really be built. Now, in this case, I think a lot of you have been on this solo ride. A lot of you have allowed yourself to come out of it's funny, we're doing the B deck, but a sticky situation, right? And allow yourself to really glow. I wasn't going to say that, but since I said it, I love this for you because you were in such a corner. It was dark. It was depressing. There was a lot of evil in the situation here. I feel like, you know, there was just a lot of chaos. There was a lot of back and forth going on for a specific person here. And some way, somehow, you put your fucking thinking cap on and you got the fuck up out of there. And now that you've been out of there, you've been able to connect with life and yourself in a different manner. Now, what it is that our spirit would like you to, you know, focus on, King of Jars, okay? Being in control. This shit's crazy because when I think about being in the middle of a bunch of fucking bees, honey, first of all, high vibration, it's cold as shit. But if you have bees around you, or if you've lately had bees around you, or you've had birds around you, if you have an owl, someone hearing an owl, okay, these are your messengers. Random stray fucking dogs, okay? This is what I'm getting. Spirit is throwing it at me because some of you have been in weird situations like, where the fuck did that even come from? Okay, cats, right? Specifically black cats. Black cats actually have a very positive meaning to them, and I think a lot of you need to change your perception on that too. But there's a lot of random activity with animals happening for someone. Okay, veterinarian, that's major for someone. I think maybe grooming, someone's dog needed to go to the groom, but spiritual connection, you guys have had awkward things taking place in the sense of awkward moments, right? Again, it's way too cold where someone is living, yet there are still bees out for someone here, okay? You have the King of Jars coming out, but then you also have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? We're slicing up a new loaf of bread, babe. We're doing some different shit. We're putting honey in our bread. We're getting a little creative with the shit. You know what I'm saying? We're eating at different tables and we're taking on a different perspective of life. Now, when I tell you that this is a new opportunity being presented to you based off of you putting yourself in the position of being who it is that you actually dream of being. We're going to dive into it. Somebody playing both sides to the middle. I see that. Hi. Yes, I thought it was too cold for beat. Honey, way too fucking cold. I'm like, wait a second. So being the King of Jars, someone being in their masculinity era. Now, there's a lot of amazing things happening for you as you center yourself, okay? Ladybugs as well. Love that for you. We have him sitting in a rose garden. Now, this doesn't have to define your masculinity or femininity, but I will say that masculine energy that you do hold is the aggression in which you're like, I'm going after everything that I say I'm going after, and I cannot be stopped. You find solitude with water. We talked about Pisces earlier. It's the dogs up there. That's what it is. They're not gonna play with me. The shit is just so loud. They're big as hell. But then we find you sitting in this garden of roses, grounding yourself and not being afraid of what's going to happen next. There's someone here who, honestly, and it happens often, especially for you, Aqua, but there's someone here who definitely hopes that something does not work out for you. Whatever conversation took place with a person recently, you made them think about things that they haven't had to think about in a long time. Someone going through a very difficult situation, your outburst or just your reaction to something that they did or something that they didn't do really puts you in position to have to unfold them. In other words, let them have it. Okay? And I find that you're constantly having to put people in their place. And for some of you, you do this very gracefully. Like, I feel like you have sat people down in several seats nicely. Put and have in the fucking comments if you have, because I'm gonna tell you right now, spirit is on me heavy about you not playing any type of games. And I'm hearing, if you're gonna play your part to the fullest. Someone taking you for granted, of course, but someone thinking that you're not a person of your word. Now, that's a very silly assumption, okay, Aqua? Someone walked away. I kept hearing this shit, and I was like, what is the sign of walking away? Someone walked away because they did have two decisions. We have two of swords, but they were super torn when they had to make this decision between you and someone else. I don't think they really wanted to make a decision, but I think the answer that you gave this person forced them in their mind to go with who was available, and in that moment, you felt closed off. But either way, it was still a fucked up choice because they've shown you what they'll do or what direction or what action they'll take instead of what effort they'll put into making sure they can communicate or work things out with you. So at the end of the day, put and have, period. And we'll do it again. I fucking love y'all. I think you need to go with your first mind. I'm going to say right now, whatever it is that you've been putting off to the side, Aqua, you need to do it. We have joy showing up, okay? And we have communication. We also have freedom, okay? Following this, and I kid you the fuck not, prosperity. This right here is your book. This is your book for the last quarter. You need to put effort into whatever it is that you enjoy. You need to start making connections, you know what I'm saying? Having conversations, getting out there, putting yourself out there. Somebody sits in the house all fucking day and then you wonder why things ain't happening for you. You ain't moved, babe. Okay? Not only that, I think putting effort into something that you truly enjoy will possess and create a lot of freedom. You won't feel overworked. You won't feel stressed. You won't feel forced. And with that natural ability to just put effort into something that is residual to you, you become prosperous. You start to gain from whatever it is that you truly enjoy. It's not, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's not difficult to, be successful. It's not. People make that shit difficult. It's not difficult to be successful. What is difficult is the challenge in which you will have to get uncomfortable with elevating. You will have to get uncomfortable with leaving certain people behind. You will have to get uncomfortable. You're not going to like the changes that will have to be made in order for you to reach new heights and seek new limits. Like, a lot of you are holding on to things that you should have let go a long fucking time ago. Simple. You surrounded yourself with a lot of people who are not like-minded, but I do feel like there is someone here who sees so much potential in you. It makes them envious because they cannot find the strength to carry themselves as high as you carry yourself. Let me break something to you. Before I break this to you, because I'm just like, we really be coming through for each other. Plus, we're the most hated fucking sign that there is anyway. And I'm just like, y'all know me. I'm honest. I'm real. There's quite a few signs that I love out there. And honestly, we can connect with every sign in the zodiac. That's not what Aquarius is here for. Aquarius is not here to be hateful. A lot of people put this perception that Aquarius doesn't care. Aquarius is this, we're that, we don't give a fuck, blah, 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 blah. We're heartless and cold and all this extra shit. And it's just like, that's not what we're here for. We're here to make you think. But before I make the statement that I'm about to make, I want to see nothing but Aquarius symbols in my comments real quick, because I need y'all to activate this energy, and I need y'all to take what I'm about to say and understand what's getting ready to happen to you, okay? True, every time I left the comfort zone is one of my best breakthroughs. This discomfort is real and necessary. Your soul needs attention. Trust to keep it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we are humanitarians, but I'm about to let you in on a secret real quick. Where the fuck are y'all at? There's more of y'all in here. There's that. Yeah, Aquarius, big Aquarius, big Aquarius. See, the problem is people get on here and they do Aquarius readings, right? And I've done readings, of course, for other signs. I do readings for other signs. But the one thing that I pride myself on is being a true Aquarius, right? Because we are the leading energy. No matter how many people want to say, oh, fuck Aquarius, Aquarius done did this to me, Aquarius done fucked me up, took my heart, took my soul. You know what I'm saying? You always leave a stain as an Aquarius. It doesn't matter if that person hates you or loves you. There will always be a message and lesson to be learned after dealing with an Aquarius. So we actually put you in position to have to think about things that you may not have ever experienced. We're actually teachers, right? They always come back. We're always ahead of our time. Okay, I think we have enough. I'm all in the fucking camera like what y'all say. We're going to put on for each other no matter what. But here's the fucking secret. And it's not really a secret for many of you. But truth of the matter, Aqua, you're just always going to have a plethora. Honey, that word throws me every time, but it is serious. You're always going to have a fucking laundry list of haters. You need, and this is where perception comes into play, you need people who disagree with your way of doing things. You need that. You need that type of shit, because believe it or not, Aqua, you're someone who will really show the fuck out and make shit happen after being fueled to prove a point, not to other people, but to yourself. We honestly can let shit run right over us, right? It's not that we missed it. We just didn't give a fuck about it. So we just let that shit go way over there, right? We just, yeah, okay, noticed you, you know what I'm saying? Check, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't about to entertain that shit. I've seen it before. I already know how to move with you. So we'll let some motherfuckers feel like we let that shit slide over our head. And a lot of times we look like, yeah, we don't give a fuck. We're heartless, we're careless. When in reality, no, I've exhausted my resources, energy, and emotions with you before getting to this point. I've given all that I could honestly give, and you didn't give a fuck about it. So when I say you need hateful people in your life, right? You need dramatic people. You need people with a storyline. You need people who go against the grain with you, because truth of the matter is, it's not for you. It's not for you. It's for them. You're here to do something different. You're here to be a fucking ripple in a pattern. You're here to cause, I will say dysfunction, but you're here to cause a little dysfunction. You are. Spirit's like, just say it. Just fucking say it. Because at the end of the day, the right person, especially for those of you that are looking to get into love, the right person is going to approach you with knowing that you are different. You add a value to the space that has never been touched or seen. And this person is going to have such a hard time walking away from you that it hurts them, right? We have the Four of Jars coming through. This is someone who is taking on a lot right now. I think that this person is paying attention to everything else outside of what they should be paying attention to. But yet the thought of you is what holds them in place, right? I think your positivity, let alone just your outlook, puts this person in position to kind of daydream. If I'm not mistaken, this person is seeing an outcome, you know what I'm saying, making a mess during their own process, but they're constantly thinking about conversations that you guys have had. Now, I think recently there was a conversation with someone that just didn't go well. I keep holding that to myself. You were trying to explain to someone where you were coming from. This person took it completely wrong, and now you're the bad guy, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We do have the Two of Swords coming back out in the reverse. I think you've eventually used this situation as leverage. You finally made a choice that was beneficial for you. You were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's kind of just like, I can't wait. And I think a lot of you were being, what I'm hearing, tracked. Like a physical tracker. Someone following you, feeling followed, feeling watched, which in many cases, a lot of you are always being watched. Someone looking at your Snapchat story or your Instagram story, or, you know, friends that you may be around, but there's someone checking in on you often, okay, reviewing some type of profile, reminiscing on pictures. There's someone looking through old text messages, someone just missing what it used to be, but knowing good and damn well that they fucked up. They put you in position to have to be distant because you cannot control me, is what I'm hearing. Like, does that make sense? Hi, Jen. What is this message? I like that one, Essence. They wanted me to approve that. We have Gemini showing up. We also have Scorpio, we have Taurus, we have Capricorn, and surprisingly, we have Libra showing up as well. Now, Libras just came out of their it's my season, right? And we give them some grace because they do have that air sign, but their air sign energy is a lot different. Their air sign energy comes with a lot of jealousy and unfortunate dissatisfied. Like, someone here is always dissatisfied. Nothing makes someone happy here. And someone being you, I feel like you fall in the space of someone you've been constantly forcing a situation to be better than it can be. Okay? This fake business is what I'm hearing. Someone with a fake business, not someone lying about the money that they're making, but questioning what you have in your pockets. Now, a lot of you are going through a very hard financial space. Okay, I'm here to confirm that. Page of Pentacles, we get into the space of enthusiasm and opportunity. A lot of you are in this place of luck, needing to play the lotto. Someone downloading a game, possibly some type of game where you win money, but I feel like a lot of you are in the space of luck. Whatever the answer is or the question you have in regard to a yes or a no, your answer is yes. Is it your time to pursue a certain situation? Absolutely. Is it time to ask this person a question? Possibly. Dealing with earth signs, Capricorn, okay? Immediately. But again, take the opportunity. Someone's dreams coming true. Now, again, many of you have something to do with music. We have something to do with some type of physical something. You could be a gym rat, right? You could be a trainer. You could be underneath the trainer, right? You could be getting back into just getting your physical together and reconstructing yourself. I'm hearing, I want to feel good again. Okay. I want to feel good again. And this is exactly what I feel someone is wanting to feel with you in their space. I genuinely feel that someone here is looking for their opportunity. You were a dream that came true and then a dream lost because they wanted to have what we hear, their cake and eat it too. But yes, this is so true. So Jones, it is now your time to shine. So Aquarius, we get out of this funk. We get out of this space of depression, okay? Goes back to, if you're going to play the game, play it right. Someone disqualified. Fucking qualified. Okay, we do have the Six of Wands coming out in the reverse. Now, this has everything to do with self-doubt, egotism, lack of recognition. A lot of you have to step out of this space of putting, again, so much pressure on yourself. We have fire energy. You could be dealing with, again, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, someone who makes you feel like you are losing yourself. I think a lot of you are and have dealt with a person who made you feel less than because of their own insecurities. We are not going to allow that to be the thing. Someone's, like, I'm just hearing a lot of nagging, and it does feel very feminine, right? It feels, maybe, you know, you're dealing with a person who just nags like a bitch is what I'm hearing. Yikes. But I will say that a lot of this feels like there is some type of disagreement or argument happening with a third party. Now, this third party feels more like family. It feels possibly more like a mother figure. You having to explain to someone's mom that this is not a situation where you should even be arguing with this person's mom because you are the wife. Yikes. Someone overstepping their boundaries. Someone not paying attention to your boundaries. And collectively, we should all be holding ourselves to higher standards. You're dealing, and you have dealt, specific to some, with a person who has dealt with, I'm talking about motherfuckers that didn't know a damn thing. They get with you, they're like, oh my gosh, he knows everything. He knows everything. Aqua is not here to play games. Aqua is not stupid, and Aqua is by far not about to be manipulated by a dummy. Okay, we will not be gullible. And I think a lot of you played the stupid game because you wanted to see how far a person would go. But at the end of the day, when you let go of a certain situation, a person realized that they weren't as important as they thought they were. You really was hyping somebody up here, and they took that shit, ran with it, applied it to other people, gained what it is that they needed from other people, but realized in the midst of gaining from other people, they actually lost the most important part, and that was you. That shit flowed like a motherfucking stream of water. Hydration. That takes me back to ripples. That's been like our theme. You are here to provide something to the world that ripples onto other people, Aqua. You are here to make your presence known, and you are here to be the cause and effect to something amazing. You are here to receive. Why are we questioning ourselves? Why are we not giving ourselves enough time and attention and affection? Why are we waiting on these things to take place from other people? Why are we waiting on someone to show us something we should have been showing ourselves years ago? Why are we holding on to a situation that clearly caused pain? Love does not hurt. This shit gets deep for a lot of you, okay? We do have judgment coming through, okay? We have the number 20 coming up. That could mean something to someone random. Okay? But again, we have the element of fire showing up. Finally getting out of rage. Let's put it there. Take it one moment at a time. Sometimes I have to take the moment somewhere. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You need to make a decision. We've been on here for damn near an hour. You need to make a decision. And I'm going to end it like this because I'm holding myself accountable. I do this all the time, I know, and I'm the one that has to deal with the consequences of not being available, right? Because it makes me feel weird. It makes me feel weird when I'm not available to hop on here as often as I want to hop on here. I use the I don't have energy as an excuse to do things that I love because I've been pushed to think that what I've done is enough. No. But I'm going to say it to you like this. Judgment card coming out. Many of you are having a spiritual awakening today. Many of you are getting ready to have to break free of fucked up situations, whether that is a connection with, again, a parent, a partner, a career. You have to make the decision on what you will allow to move you emotionally in life. You are not obligated to stick something out, and you are not being forced to hold on to a fuck thing. I'm gonna say this every single time I speak to y'all. You do not owe a person anything. A lot of you are getting ready to elevate into positions and situations that you could only imagine. And for many of you, this has been something you've imagined for quite a while now, okay? The doors are opening for you to be able to, of course, enter that space, that realm, that dimension of true gratitude and clarity. You put yourself in a higher position. You put yourself in a frequency that can not be touched by many. You put yourself in this effect where only you and a few other people like you are able to, of course, transfer into this space of success, stability, and comfort in this moment. Quit trying to bring people along with you. Quit trying to figure out whether or not a situation can work. Quit trying to see the best in a person who continuously makes the decisions that they make without thinking, especially without thinking about you and the consequences that they'll have to go through if they continue to hurt you. So many of you have allowed people to continuously hurt you. So many of you have allowed people to continuously play in your face, and that is not to happening, and you will not play in my face is what Spirit is telling me. I appreciate you. So here's what we're teaching quarter 4. I have to do better, so y'all have to do better. I hold myself accountable, but I hold you guys to a higher standard than me. Why? Because my job is to, of course, not only just show up, but my job is to come in hot when I do, even after a long little moment of me recuperating, right? Because I'm still human. I have to remember that too. I'm not a fucking superhero. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have like a shield or anything like, to protect me or nothing like that. So I do have to take, moments to really gather my space, my energy, my emotion, and really just go through life as needed as well. But I've mastered the ability of being able to get myself out of an uncomfortable situation. And sometimes I don't follow through what it is I know how to do. So this is a wake-up call to us all. We are in a space spiritually where you have to play the game of chess. You have to. If you don't know how to play the game of chess, I say get into it. Queen's Gambit, a really great movie. It's the first thing that comes to mind because baby was a beast. Baby was a fucking beast. She went in there tearing people up gently. I'm talking about, it was cute while doing it, okay? You have to be available for you. I say a lot of you are getting in this space. If you haven't already, you're in this space of dating. And I feel like do not lose yourself in the midst of this because there is something that is getting ready to be presented to you that will require your full attention. Okay? A lot of you are getting ready to experience something that is going to shift you mentally completely, and you have to stay strong through this process. So I encourage every single one of you to continue being the jar holder, to continue understanding your power and seeing yourself within beautiful places even during the toughest of times. You need to ground yourself. You need to be available to yourself. You need to stand your ground. And with this person that keeps trying to pop into your life thinking things are just going to be sweet and swept over, they're going to have to work a lot harder. I'm talking about, how many times are you going to prop the fucking door open for a person? That's not even how I want to put it. How many times are you going to give a key to a person who continues to lose that key with a gullible mind? I keep giving you the key to have access to me, and you go and lose that motherfucker, and you expect me to just keep opening the door. You expect, like, I'm giving you full-on access to me. Complete ability to be open with me. And you go and lose the fucking key. The one thing that gives you access to me. And that key is in relation to loyalty. It's in relation to honesty. It's in relation to stability. It's in relation to integrity. So I'm going to put it like this. Quit letting people fuck you over. Moral of all of this, quit letting people fuck you over. Someone is not happy about the fact that you are maneuvering through life without them. They really genuinely thought that you would fold. They really thought that you were going to fold, honey. They thought that you were going to reach out. And I see someone doing little things, little petty things here and there just to kind of see if they can kind of get into your grace. Like, oh my God, is Aqua going to respond to me? Yeah, babe, it's okay. I'll respond to you. But will you ever get the same version of me? No. What? Doesn't matter what you do. Because you gave them the opportunity to be genuine upfront and show you some type of respect, and they took that for granted when they did or said whatever it is that they did or they said, and made you feel as if it was your fault. They took the action that they did. Very unacceptable energy. So what I'm going to tell you right now, Aqua, because we're an hour over, I love when I get to come on here and talk to y'all, because I really do be missing y'all. But that energy, after a long time of not being available, I feel like I love that one. Old keys can't unlock new doors. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely fucking right. Like, I love that. Period. That's a good one too. Baby Queen Halo's in a high rise, honey. You can't even make it up to her. You can't even make it up to Queen. Do me a favor, for real, because I got a lot of shit going on, and I really do be wanting to talk to y'all over there. I be saying this shit to y'all all the time, and y'all be leaving me hanging. Love you more. Go and follow my vlog channel, Kia Amore. It's in the description box and all my other videos. Go and follow that channel, because I have to get serious over there, y'all. I have to get fucking serious. We're getting ready to move again in a few months. And it's just a lot of shit that I want to catch y'all up on as far as my life. And I really want to be able to have those that I know understand me over there. Hi, lovely. But if you are new to this channel, I am a vlogger. Vlogging is very peaceful to me, and vlogging allows me to get my Aquarius out without feeling too judged, which I don't give a fuck. Y'all know I don't care. But it's fun over there, and it's fun because it's my real life, and it's my Aquarius shit, and it's me dealing with me, and it's me dealing with other shit, and it's me really just being connected to all the shit that we talk about anyway. And also just including you guys and taking you on this journey through my real, like, through my reality, the behind the scenes on events and things that I get to do. And I want to be able to really encourage all of you, because every single one of you that has tapped into this reading, you guys are going to be successful. Like, there's nobody that can stop you from being successful. There's so many people. That's why I say you need haters around you, because you need people to go against what it is that you are after and what it is that you are able to provide. You have to have those type of people in your space. Now, yeah, there are going to be millions of people who love you for you and who encourage and support, but at the end of the day, that haterism, baby, is going to continue to spark a fucking flame in your creativity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm in this space of being so thankful. Wow. Blessed. Blessed. That's a story time. I wish I knew the story. Um, Carolina. Of course, always. I got some people out in the Carolinas. They really fuck with me out there. Um, if you want a personal reading, hit me up on my Instagram. That's going to be in my description box as well. I know for a fact it's been this way for a while, but I'm only connecting with the true divine. Some of you are like, oh my God, what is the true divine? Toya, I'm shouting you out, because if you see this, I have not forgot about you. If you can see me now, you can see that I am in much higher spirits. I have owed Toya a read, but Toya and I were both going through some things that we acknowledged. And that's the one thing I love about my Aquarius, especially the divine, who gets me, who's able to connect with me in due time when it's supposed to be the right time, because I had to explain nothing to Toya. Toya just was like, babe, get at me when you get your energy up. We're going to make it happen, and it's going to be right now. I haven't forgotten about her, but I am available to reading those of you that are ready for a read, ready to transition, ready to know what it is that you should expect, ready to know what the fuck to do and what is getting ready to happen. 30-minute reads, $80, $150 for the hour. I do not change up, and I am honestly not going to. Okay, I'm probably, you know what I'm saying, cheaper than your average, but I am definitely only charging due to my time. Otherwise, I would do a million fucking readings a day. I just need y'all to know that this shit is not a joke. When I say doing readings, even 1 or 2 a day can be draining. It can. So I am definitely going to catch up with a lot of you in my inbox. As of right now, I have this weekend to, of course, catch up. I've already blocked it out on my calendar that I'm going to be available to whoever wants to get a reading. And we're going to make that shit happen this weekend with no problem. So hit my inbox at the Kia Amore on Instagram, so that way we can schedule if need be. I'm super excited to get back into the game and connect with you guys. I'm literally ready for this next phase for myself. And I know that it comes with some big shit. We've had some amazing opportunities this year, but I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you guys think about what it is that we just uncovered. I'm going to let you guys continue to be great. I'm going to let you guys think about what it is that you're putting together as a new hobby, career. Like, I want you guys to really think about what it is that you have to do right now. Not just what you want to do, but what's going to feed your soul right now. Raka, I see you. I appreciate those of you that are constantly tuning in. Whenever I pop up, y'all pop up, and that shit just means so much to me, because it has been a while, and I hate that I do that. But like your true Aquarius, sometimes I just be needing to get my shit right mentally, because, you know, unfortunately, there's a lot of things that weigh on me too. But I love you all. I hope that you all have a great night. I will see you guys in my next video. We out. Love.